Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Kick-Ass Real Estate Stories, the podcast that we do because we care.
With a K.
Is this K?
With a K.
Put it like this?
Yep, that's a K.
Okay, all right, perfect. Do you know any other sign language, Scott?
Yeah, I can do the whole alphabet.
Whole alphabet?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then this is Mom, this is Dad, thank you.
I knew thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Well, and today we've got my good friend Landin Smith with us with Remax Professionals. Been in the business now for what, you said 16 years,
Yeah.
750 sides, running a small team now.
Yep.
You know, we met originally playing basketball.
That's right.
Now our kids are playing basketball, not on the same team, unfortunately, but in the same program, which is pretty cool. You know, I mean, one of the things that I've always really enjoyed about you, Landin, is just your like energy. I feel like you've got a really positive energy, go get it, but you know, kind of keeping sight of your priorities in your life. And so I've always really respected that about you. So I'm super excited to have you here on the show. So thank you for taking the time to join us. We had a little bit of a hiccup today. As everyone was arriving, we realized that one of our trio wasn't here today, Sean. Turns out Sean had some car trouble, and we couldn't do the Cares podcast without Sean. So
Here he is, right
here's
here.
Sean.
He looks good, goatee, everything's on point.
There's only one thing missing. I texted Sean and I said, hey, this is going to be you today since you can't make it. And his whole response was, what, no ears? So it is what it is. Sorry, Sean, no ears for you today.
He can't hear anyway, so we're good.
That's right. Never listen anyway. All right. So speaking of sign language, I was doing a little online stalking about you. I didn't know this, but you speak 3 languages?
It's debatable, but yeah.
It's debatable.
I do speak Spanish fluently, and as
Really?
you can tell, English fluently. But I'm learning Swedish right now. All my ancestors came from there, so I've been learning that for like the last 5 years. And
Wow.
it's like 5 minutes a day on Duolingo, and I do it every morning, no matter what.
Yeah.
But it's only 5 minutes typically, unless for those of you that are on Duolingo, you get the double XP points for 15 minutes. I go crazy for 15 sometimes, but most of the time, I just spend very little time. It's part of my morning routine.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
give us
it's
the
good.
saying for good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah.
So you'd say välkommen, which is like a common
Välkommen?
term, and välkommen, a lot like German.
Yeah.
And then you'd say like good natt is good night. Eftermiddagen is afternoon. So just some fun Swedish
Eftermiddagen.
terms. Yeah.
We'll talk after me dogging.
That's right. There's some funny like cognates too. Like the word meat is shet. So like all of the meats, like pork is like fläskkött, and then like beef. They're all shet. So
Runny shet. Should we do 10 minutes on all the different shets?
yeah.
Man,
But-
lovely shet.
I don't know if I'll ever use it, honestly, but I would love to go to Sweden someday. That's like on my bucket list to
that's cool.
go see the homeland and check it out.
So how do you know Spanish?
I went on a mission for my church, like a proselyting mission for the Church of Jesus Christ, and so I was there for 2 years when I was 19 to 21 years old.
Oh,
So
okay.
Back in 04 to 06. That was the best real estate training I think I ever had, was trying to be a missionary.
And how long you were there for 2 years?
2 years in Barcelona.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh holy cow. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what was it like in Barcelona? Like let's go down that rabbit hole for a little bit. Like,
Yeah, it was like I love Barcelona, the culture, like the people, everything's just amazing food. But like we would get they would see our name tag that said Jesus Christ and just like give us the finger a lot. So
like, don't talk to us.
yeah, no, I don't want anything to do with you. Like they would cross the road, and then we'd like try to cross the road again to like meet them, and they would just like wave us off, and so it was hard. It was tough because it's a lot of the older generations, a lot of Catholicism, and then you got a lot of atheists and agnostics that just don't want to hear anything about it because they had a dictator for 40 years. So it made it tough. Franco was the guy that just kind of like rub people the wrong way with religion over the years. So
Right.
So it was interesting trying to help people, with that was a lot of rejection, and that really kind of shaped me a little bit, just because you deal with that and you realize like they're not really rejecting you, just the message.
Right.
And so with real estate, it's kind of similar. They're not rejecting you, it's just not the right time, or that sort of thing.
How many people accepted the message?
We were able to. I mean, we saw some baptisms there, and some people that came in, to give you an idea, because I don't love to talk about my own number, it's because it's not a numbers thing, but out of 400, we had 400 baptisms in my last year there as a mission, and there was 160 missionaries.
Okay.
So
3 to 4 apiece.
Yeah, 3 to 4 per year per missionary, basically.
Yeah.
So
wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, we changed some lives, that's for sure. Help some people overcome, get rid of addictions, and brought families together in some cases, and some cool things happened from it. So I'll still keep in touch with some people. It's just one of the best times of my life, honestly.
Yeah.
Loved it.
So how does that translate to real estate? You're talking about rejection and kind of this concept of they're not rejecting you, they're rejecting the idea.
Totally.
And I think that's a really powerful aspect of it. How has that played out for you in the real estate world?
Well, we used to, street contacting was the main thing that we do. So just walk up to people and say,
that's hard.
In Spanish, I was so much more bold in Spanish because I had no idea what I was saying. So I would just say whatever I wanted to. But in English, I think I would have been way more timid, you know? So it's a little tougher doing it in English, to be honest. But we would walk up to people and I would say things that, were helping people to try to, accept the message, or to get to know Jesus Christ better in a certain way. And it, you get a lot of that rejection. Nowadays, I'll go out and I'll go knock doors, sometimes in a community where I have a listing on the market, and ask people if they want to choose their neighbor for the listing, and if they know anybody. And people love the approach. They're super nice about it. Yeah. Way nicer than the people in Spain that I tried to talk to on the street. So I still kind of go back to that, of how tough it was and how much rejection we had. And so it's easier to do things that other agents maybe won't do, because I'm more fearless, I guess you could say.
So is that how you built your business?
No, it's
how'd you get started? I know you're working with your dad now, and
you started in Utah, right?
Yeah, so
you originally started.
I started in 2007 was when I got licensed, and I was still at school, and so I would do a summer. It was my summer job. I would come back and work on my dad's team did it 3 summers, sold 4 or 5 houses a summer, and then I'd go back to school, and that gave me money to survive the semester.
For you teenagers or college kids,
20-year-olds.
Listen to this man. I was building decks and fences in the snow and in the baking heat.
Yeah.
I would have much rather just sold a few houses in the summer.
And I was mowing lawns, so listen to him, because if you don't want to run your body, listen to him.
Well, then I got back to school and taught Spanish, so I wasn't exactly making a fortune at school, but that was all I could do at the time. But I did after I graduated, then I did 2 years there in Utah, after I got done with school, because my wife was still in school. So I did 2 years on my own there, and then came back here in 2012 and rejoined my dad's team for about 3 years. And then in 2015, I started my own team and moved to the Highlands Ranch office here, and I never looked back. It was great, and my dad was awesome about it too. He's been really supportive of the whole thing. So.
Yeah.
I got to ask you a question real quick on your dad, because your dad is the top echelon of real estate, right? Everybody knows Alan Smith.
Yeah.
How has it been? I don't want to say living in his shadow, but working your way to create your own shadow.
Yeah. Good question. He's been such a huge supporter for me, an amazing mentor. So I've just tried to learn as much as I can from him, and sitting at over probably 100 sellers' living room tables, going over a listing appointment, just listening to him was the best training I could have ever had. So I'm very fortunate, I feel in that case. But yeah, it's also when you're on a team and certain clients, would request no, I want him, I want Alan, I don't want to talk to you, I want to talk to him. It's it does kind of
hurt your ego a little bit.
It just gets under your skin a little bit, and you're just like, man, when am I going to be able to have legs to stand on? Where people will like listen to what I have to say and stuff. So I think that was kind of a natural thing that I went through, and I'm one of those weird ones that like I enjoy the building of the business part and like acquiring a database and like building my database and strengthening relationships. Like I enjoy that part sometimes more than I do the doing of the business, And so once I realized that, I was like, okay, I'm meant to be a team leader. Like I'm not meant to just be on a team. And there's nothing against being on a team. It's just, where is your disc profile and like where do you fit into this industry? And for me, I'm more of a higher D, higher I. And so it just made a lot more sense for me to split off and do my own thing. And
well, I was just thinking about this yesterday because I'm actually a high D, high I, like right at the top of the little circle.
Same.
I was just talking with Allison about this last night. It's not easy. There's a reason why not everybody is a leader. It's a pain in the butt.
Totally.
It's not for everybody. There's a lot of days where I'm just like, man, I wish that I didn't choose to take on the responsibility that I choose to take on as the leader, right? And so it's not that it's any better or worse. It's just different. Some people are the leaders. Some people do much better with the structure and the support and just tell me what to do and I'll go do it. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I am kind of curious though. So you were under your dad's shadow. Everyone's like, no, I want to work with Alan. And you're like, WTF. You wouldn't say that, I know. But
I don't think I've ever heard Landin.
I know what that means. By the way.
Whoa, calm down.
Easy.
How is it different now that you're in the leadership position and now you're working with people and you're like, hey, go work with this person on my team, and they're like, no, I want Landin. How are you able to hand off those clients to your team and reassure them that they're going to be very well represented?
That is a really good question, and I think something that a lot of team leaders struggle with massively. And that's why their business model is more them being hands-on and working like 90% of the transaction, you know, and that just doesn't free you up to live the life that you want to live, you know. And so with some dialogue practice, you can really lean into that and really help people understand that like it's an advantage to work with two, you know, and having two of you involved on a team is a big plus for your clients. And so I really like help my clients see the benefits of that. But every time I you say pass off, but it's like, hey, we're teaming up here to give you better service so that you have the expertise that you need to be able to buy a great investment if you're buying, or protect your equity and defend it really well and be well negotiated for you on the selling side. But then also the second part of it is the flexibility of schedule to be able to get into houses when you want to see them. And that's just a great tag team relationship that we're going to have with you, you know, to be able to provide that. And I kind of not knock on, but I'd say that like people that are trying to do this as like a one-person show, it's really hard for them to keep up with everything.
That's really good. Well, and even if you're not a team lead, that's a great way of putting it. I'm going to steal that. But even if you're working on a team, I think you could leverage that and say like anybody that's trying to do it on their own, it doesn't make any sense. I've got Landin or I've got these other people that are on my team that are going to help me. So just so you know, you're working with the entire team, not just me.
Totally.
5-10 of us as opposed to just one. And I mean, we all take vacation, right? Even our typical clients every single day, they're taking vacation. So what typically happens when people are on vacation? They disconnect from everything. They don't want to be connected. So it's good having somebody to fall back on.
Absolutely. That's that value of having a team in place. And like, and I'm still involved too. That's the thing that you'll see is like for the people that work with us, they feel my involvement because I'm there at the initial meeting, right? I'm also talking through things, whether it be in the background with my agent, and then the agents always tell them, hey, I just talked to Landin and here's what we're thinking on this. But they feel my involvement through the inspection, if the appraisal comes in low, if, walk through there's an issue, something like that. Like they feel like I'm there for them during the transaction, but I'm not driving around everywhere on showings and I'll typically show up for the inspection, and that's when I put my stamp of approval on the property, after they've bought the house, they're walking through, and I'm going, yeah, this is a great place, you know, a good decision here, and I'll do the research. I'll be very honest with them. We'll get them out of the deal if it's not a good buy.
Right.
You know, but I think that helps to get both. They hear from my agent that we've talked and we've looked over comps, and they also, you know, see that involvement.
Right.
So you hit this twice, and I think it's very important, especially if you're a team leader or you're wanting to be a team leader and grow a team, making sure that the team leader's name is involved, because there's times where you're probably not going to be the face all the time.
Right.
But you know everything that's going on. It's the same thing with my team. We meet every single morning at 9 a.m. So I know everything that's going on, but I empower my team to actually get out there.
Totally.
Now, one thing I always hear on my team say is, I just got done talking to Scott, right? So like having that as a team leader and having the team members understand, like, hey, it's okay to involve my name.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just going to bypass you all the time. Now it's validating that we are a team and we're working together, as opposed to, hey, it's just a one-time thing.
Especially when it's true.
Yeah,
you're
it
actually
is
involved
true.
and you're meeting with them every morning. That takes effort on your part,
Yeah.
right? To be at that huddle or whatever in the mornings. So, yeah, no, I think that's key.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I mean, I'm learning a lot just sitting here, right? Like listening to your kick-ass real estate stories. All right, Scott, your turn to ask a question, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna come back.
I'm tired of grilling Landin. It's your turn.
I'm gonna come back a little bit on your dad a little bit, right? Like I said, your dad is like the top, and like he's somebody that I look up to, and I don't know the guy really well, but like every time I see him, he comes up, he remembers my name. I'm like, how do you remember me? Like, because he meets so many people and knows so many people. But I've got to ask this from a standpoint from your view, right? So you had him as a mentor your entire life. Early on, I'm sure you probably utilized him left and right.
Yeah.
Do you still utilize him today with like questions, strategies, systems, processes? Do you still utilize that and run it by him? Or is it something where he's coming to you now? Because now, you know, the student becomes a teacher.
Teaching him about AI.
Like we just had, what did we have? Oh, we had one this past week where I called him, and we had an assessment that's not assessed yet on these condos, you know, that happens sometimes where, you know, the roof damage, and they're going to assess it later. And so just calling through and talking about the timing of that with the listing that I had, like he just helped us this week. So I still lean on him whenever I run into anything that you don't know. And that's the beauty of this business is after 750 transactions, you still run into stuff that you don't know.
Yeah.
You run into people you don't know how to handle sometimes. And it's just like, you got to have that mentor, someone that you can call on to help you. And he's great at that. But he's asked me when he asks me things, usually it's about tech stuff, you know, or, you know, more along those lines.
More millennial types. Like,
yes. I'll help him with the millennial stuff. He's the boomer help.
Yeah. Now something that I've seen you do, and I'm going to give you credit. I've known you for what, 10 years? Over 10 years now?
Yeah.
Quite a while.
That's right.
You actually helped my wife and I buy our first house.
First home.
I don't know if you remember it. It was a renovation loan.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Home path, right?
Yeah. We had to get everything done in like 30 days.
That's right.
Foreclosure. It was fun to say the least.
And this was before you were a lender.
Yeah, this was, I was selling modular manufactured homes at this time.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And kept picking his brain of like, hey, should I get into lending or real estate? Lending or real estate? And then I fell in love with the lending side.
Yeah.
That's how I ended up getting into lending, because like I was looking at it and I'm like, I like showing people homes, but I like to figure out the numbers. Like that's more, I felt more passionate about that. But anyway, not about me. This is your kick-ass real estate story. So something that I've seen you grow and progress on throughout the years is like just your way of communication and staying in contact with your past clients. Like share some more on your systems, your processes, like how do you make sure that every single day I swear I hear somebody be like, oh, I heard from Landin today. Like, how do you do it?
I appreciate that, because I think you do a really good job of that too, as far as just keeping in touch with people. But I try to, like every day, think of 10 people that I can call and just to check up on, you know, and see it. And it's all about
who you're not working with.
Right. Yeah. This is
just saying hi.
Just relationships. Yeah. From my CRM. So like having a CRM is so key for anybody that doesn't. And it's crazy how many agents don't have a CRM.
Oh.
Like that drives me nuts. In a room of 100 people, you'll get like 60 that will raise their hand and say they use Excel or their phone.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, what? They're like, I mean, with Remax, like, I'm sorry, with like certain companies, it's free, right? you have a CRM that's like provided for you with your brokerage.
Yeah.
And then other companies, it's not, and it's like $50 a month.
Yeah.
So like, why not get a CRM? Because the CRM, if it's a good CRM, it'll tell you like who the most important people are that you should be talking to, and it takes so much of the work out, and it makes you look good. It makes you look like this great, thoughtful person, and maybe you are, or maybe you just have a really good CRM and you are organized and you make your calls.
Well, listen, I am gonna throw the Excel stuff.
Yeah.
I've tried CRMs. I hate them. I can't use them. So I have a database, but it's all Excel.
Yeah.
And it works for me. You know what I mean? But it's shocking to me how many people don't even have that. They don't even have like an actual list. They're just looking through their phone. But at the end of the day, I think the most important thing is just staying consistent.
Yeah.
Right? Making those phone calls. And stuff. Like what do you say when you call somebody? Because one of the biggest, I teach a class on sphere marketing. And obviously we talk about making phone calls to your sphere.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that I get hurdle for agents is, well, I don't want to bother them. They're going to think I'm weird. You know, this is my college roommate and I haven't talked to him in 12 years. I'm not going to call him.
Right.
And so I'm just curious, what's your take on that? You know, what do you talk to people about? How might you help somebody get motivated to make those calls?
Yeah.
Get out of their own way.
Great question.
Just do it.
Yeah. So the biggest thing is you just have to, it's doing the boring things, right? That's really what it is.
Loving the mundane.
You'll look at making 10 calls to people that you haven't talked to in a while, and it looks like skim milk, right? But then you start making them and you like get into the call, and then it's like more like a filet mignon, because you get into like them and their lives, you know? And I was in a rut one time in my life, and I had, in my working life, and I just was so sick of making calls, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I feel like every time I call someone, I'm just kind of following a script, or I'm doing like a voicemail, and they're never getting back to me, and it's just like annoyed by the whole thing. And I asked this guy, a veteran at my office, Bob Allison was his name, and I said, Bob, what do you talk to? He had the gift of gab. It's just like, I was like, what do you talk about when you call people? And he's like, it's easy. I talk about them. That was it. I was like, oh, I'm doing this all wrong.
Right.
I shouldn't talk about myself.
Yeah, like don't have an agenda, you know, like, and just call and ask about their life and see how they're doing. And, you know, if you do that, you'll be way more successful than trying to have like this like market report script that you're going to tell them every time and stuff like that. So I think that's the secret, is just talk about them.
Well, I think it's good to have little tiny scripts, like how do you ask for a referral and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to take a phone call and have the other person talk about themselves.
Correct.
Yeah.
They want the opportunity to talk about themselves.
Yep.
And if you listen, not only are you going to build that relationship, but you're going to learn. You're going to learn about their situation, you know, ways that you can serve them, ways that you can help them.
Yep.
All of which is a win.
Yeah.
Well, and the crazy thing is with today's technology, you don't even really have to it doesn't take that much, right? Like just hop onto Instagram, hop onto Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever it may be, and you're going to find something that you can connect with somebody on.
Totally. Yep.
Right.
And that's one of my favorite things to do actually with my database, is go from social to real.
Yeah.
Where you learn something about them on social media, and then you either send them a note card or send them a gift in the mail, or call them and just ask them about it, talk about, like, how was that experience? Like, you just went to Taiwan. Like, what was it like? You know, what was it like riding that elephant or whatever? Or, you know, like you just had a new baby. That's so exciting. You know, you drop off a little gift for the new baby or whatever. But like all those things, like I feel like going from social to real is one of the best ways that we can connect with people, because they're putting it out there because it's important to them, right? And everybody thinks that all of their stuff and what's happening to them is the most important thing in the world. So if you actually give them the attention that it deserves, you know, in their mind, then I think that it pays off big time.
So what I love what you just said, and this is what I heard because I just learned about this today, the 5% rule. 5% of people, no matter what, will not work with you for one reason or another. You have a team.
Too handsome.
You're too handsome, right?
I get that a lot.
Common thing.
Damn these handsome, rugged good looks.
But 5% of people, they're going to get frustrated with you because you're doing your 10 calls a day, right? Like 5%. And if you think about 10, that's a half a person. Like, just really think through that. So 95% of people are not going to care that you have a team, are not going to care that you're bringing a team member in to help sell or buy a property. 95% of people are going to be actually happy to hear from you on a consistent basis. So it's the 5% rule. Like, get out of your own head and just do the work.
And don't get bogged down by the energy-sucking vampires, right?
Yeah.
They're the 5% that'll take your energy.
Don't
out.
overthink it.
Well, and that's the fine-tuning of the database, right? Which is also a really important piece. Do you fine-tune your database?
Definitely. Yeah, once a month I have a calendar that says sort and qualify, you know, your database. And so
it's people that that don't call you back, people that were rude, people or whatever.
Yeah, just people you don't, that take that energy away from you.
Yeah, they're not resonating with what you're trying to create.
I got to learn this real quick because I think all of us sort our database a little bit different. How do you do you call them a gold group, A's, B's, C's? Like how do you organize it?
Yeah. So I was coached by Buffini for a long time. I do A+, A, B, C. Yeah. So it's just who the most likely they are to refer me. Like A+ have referred me to multiple people. And so if you have 20 of those in your database, you can build a fortune off of that by taking really good care of those people. And so those people hear from me more, you know, just because I know they really have supported my business. So
how many people are in your database?
About 900.
900.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what information do you have? Because I hear people say, "Oh, I have a database of 10,000 people." All it is a name and a phone number.
Yeah.
And maybe the phone number works, maybe the email works. Like, what kind of information do you have?
Yeah, so like I try to track everything. Like everything I learn about them in a call, I put on the notes of the call, you know, so that I can remember to reach out next time and say, hey, how was that trip? Because I talk about plans that people have and stuff on the calls. But like I learn about their career, you know, their kids' names, their pets, and you know all kinds of things to try to connect with them, you know. And I try to make it like so it's more authentic and genuine and not just forced, you know, like a list of questions I'm going to ask you, you know. Fill out this Google form so that I know everything about you.
Yeah, you just learn it over time, naturally, right?
Yeah.
Be human.
I think that's how it should be.
Nobody wants to work with a robot. You know? They want to work with somebody that they know, like, and trust. And I know that's like so overplayed, but it's so true. If you just get to know people, they will send real estate your way, specifically real estate, because real estate is such a personal thing. You know, you're literally in people's personal space. You're dealing with their finances. You learn about their relationships with their spouses, with their kids, you just learn so much. They want to be with somebody that they're comfortable with.
Totally.
So if you're not going to take the time to get to know them, don't expect them to work with you, because they got other options. They got plenty of other options, and usually, at least in my experience, they'll work with the people that they like the most.
Their buddy. People want to work with their buddy.
Right. Exactly.
It's likability is such a huge factor. And then competency comes into play, right?
Absolutely.
Because their buddy may not be competent and they'll surpass their buddy to work with somebody else that is. But 8 times out of 10, they're going to work with their buddy. Right? So if you can show some competence and a history, a track record of doing it well, and also really care and reach out, the caring and reaching out, it's 70% of the deal.
Genuinely. Genuinely. Hey, how you doing? Hey, that's great. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've got one more question for you.
Hold on, real quick. Before we move on, speaking of buddies, hey Sean, you got any questions?
Sean, questions?
Okay, all right.
No? Man, he sure is happy though.
He's been smiling this whole time.
Hey, listen, I just want to point out really quick, I am a terrible artist. Terrible artist. I'm pretty impressed with my artistic abilities over there today.
It actually does look like Sean.
I was telling you about that YouTube video, the whoop whoop, like when they put him up of the suspect, like that is identical to it.
Oh man! All right, so I want to ask you about scaling, right? Getting to 750, even in 16 years, you know, it's always funny when I hear real estate agents, their immediate thing is, well, I've been doing this for 30 years. It's like, okay, great. But even in 16 years, you know, that's a long time. But to be able to do 750 deals, why? Like, number one, what was your driving force to scale? And what was some of like the highlights of the strategies that you leveraged to be able to do that?
Yeah, great question. So I think as a new agent, the first 2 years, you don't have repeat business coming in. And so after that second and third year, you start getting that repeat business that starts coming back. And, you know, you have those clients that will buy second, third, fourth homes with you. And that's such a big help. If you treat them right the first time, they're going to keep coming back. And so I think that's one thing that helps you scale. 70% of your business, in my opinion, should be formed by repeat and referral business. And that just is really picking up the phone and not having call reluctance and continuing to call people when you don't want to,
right.
when it doesn't feel like you should. That's when you should probably pick up the phone and just talk to someone and connect. So I think for me, it's been a relationships thing that's helped me scale more than anything.
Yeah.
And then I've had other legs of my business that I've tried to incorporate, so like video is one of those that I've done a lot of lately. I have done some door knocking, like I said, around our listings that's generated some deals.
And you're actually doing that. You're still physically doing that. You're not having the team do that.
Correct. Yeah, my team does it too.
Yeah.
Anytime we have an open house, they're trying to knock 40 doors around it. So like 10, 10, 20, just the 40 closest doors that are by the house. And then geographic farming, I had my best geographic farming year last year that I've ever had. It was awesome. So I think people seeing that the market's shifting back to balanced, they're needing that local pro, that actually has skills in their neighborhood, local knowledge to help get their home sold. And so I've had a lot of success this last year from that.
Well, and that's so funny when you look at something like that. Anytime the market shifts, good, bad, or otherwise, it's like the immediate response from the general public within real estate, real estate agents is, the sky is falling, right? And this is a perfect example of how there's opportunity. It's a shift. It's not good or bad. It's just a shift. So how are you going to work within that? For you, geographical farming was, huge, because now you're the market expert.
Totally.
And that's what's required.
Yeah, I picked up 2 new farms last year.
Wow.
So since the one was going so well, and I've had it for 8 years now, it was the first neighborhood we lived in when we moved into Highlands Ranch, and and so I do about 700 homes in there, and then I've got another like 300 to 400 in the Highlands Ranch Golf Club that I picked up, and then I'm now getting calls in and getting listing appointments, and then the Highwoods I did, and haven't gotten a call in there yet, but I'm like
working on it.
Someday it's going to happen. One of those $2 million properties, it's going to make it all worth it. But
so mainly you're a Buffini guy. You're a sphere marketing guy.
Absolutely.
Build relationships and develop. And I mean, you're the exact same way too. I mean, you're always sending us stuff in the mail and Monday phone calls and all the things.
I mean, that has to be the foundation of your business. If not, then you're working way harder than you need to.
Right.
Because the guys that don't follow up with their clients, they don't keep in touch with people. There's that crazy stat with NAR, right? That 86% of people would work with the same agent again, but only like 11% do.
Right.
Because realtors fall out of touch with people. And it's just a poor job of follow-up in the industry generally. But like the guys that don't do that, or realtors that don't do that, they start the year on January 1 and they have to go make cold calls all year long.
Dude, this is,
there's just no compounding effect with your business, where when you build a business on relationships, it compounds year over year, and it should keep growing and expanding and scaling, like you said.
Yeah.
So, and my dad was a big farmer. His geographic farming.
It was tomatoes.
Exactly.
Tomatoes.
I guess going back to my grandpa, dairy farmer. Yeah, but my dad built his business on geographic farming, and that's a huge thing for him. So I got that from him. I was his flyer boy growing up. So I literally thought I was like a running back. I would pretend I was Terrell Davis, like running through and cutting through, jumping over people's bushes, and like juking like cars and stuff.
If the cell phones
no, for real,
they would have been recording and posting it on
If this was
Instagram.
2023, I would be on so many like reels and going viral, because I would like get in my own head and just like think like, I'm gonna go juke this thing and like get to the door and put that flyer on, and then I'd go do it again.
That's so funny.
And
you don't stand
but it,
people's glass doors.
but yeah, he paid me like baseball card money basically to go do that. And
right on, man.
I'd go get a pack of cards after delivering flyers to a neighborhood. That was my childhood.
Do you still have any cards?
Oh yeah. I still have like 120 Michael Jordans.
Oh wow.
And I trade with my kids now, so my boys are like they get into it, so it's kind of fun.
Cool.
My worst trades are with my boys.
of 'em.
No, I'm way too nice to them. That's the problem. Is I give them like really good cards, and then I
Here's
see them
Michael
on their
Jordan's rookie
closet
card.
floor.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
no.
Oh, no, that was mint condition.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So talk about the journey, right? Like in regards to any time that you start something new, let's say video, for example, because we're in 2023 and everybody's talking about video. Like video is the next thing. We always got to get on video. I've been seeing your videos. I think they're great. You do a good job on videos as well, and I go in and out on videos myself. But with that being said, like it just doesn't happen, right? So like, how did you get it implemented? When did you finally say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to stick to it and I'm going to continue to build on the plan? Because I think another thing that I always hear from people is they overthink it. Like get the engineer mind out. Like how do you get it started, and then how do you keep progressing and actually enjoy the journey?
Yeah. Great question. Thank you. Some videos are better than others, that's for sure. But,
go back to your very first one.
And then tell me. We do not want to do that. I had the GoPro with the big fish eye, so every room I'd walk in was like this, like all the bending corners looked like Dr. Seuss's house. But like I feel like you got to have a system. The systems and processes are the most important thing, and you got to be committed. And so like for me, I talked to this agent through my coaching system who, and I coach with Tom Ferry now. So like through Tom Ferry's system, this agent in Arizona actually that does a lot of YouTube videos, and she did like 108 deals on YouTube last year, like just from people contacting her through that. And so I was like, what? Like, what do you do? Like, why, how on earth is that happening? Because that does not happen for me, And so I got talking to her, and so I just basically stole her systems as far as like how often she meets with her videographer, all of that stuff, So I just do like a 4-hour session every week, and then I film as many videos as I can, and I have a deal that's like, unlimited videos for a pretty reasonable price because of the volume of how much we do, and we're doing it like every week. And so that's the way I've gotten to have so many shorts. It's all batching. You have to like do videos at once, batch them, and then you schedule them out on like a Sprout Social or Hootsuite is a great one. Yeah, Hootsuite's a little cheaper. It's like $99 a month or something to have that, but really easy to create a marketing calendar when you have the content, and then it's just once a week, So it doesn't kill me to do it once a week. If it was having to do it every day, I would not be consistent enough to do that. So
now, do you change clothes in that 4 hour with every video?
I do. I'll bring like three or four shirts. It's not what it appears to be.
I've heard so many.
Pull back the curtain here,
I've heard so many strategies. Some people say just shoot them all in one shirt because you're not going to put them all out.
Yeah.
The next week you'll have a different outfit on, and that's why I think a lot of people overthink. Like, just go, just do it.
Yeah, totally.
Just do it. I mean, I remember the first interview that I ever did. I was so nervous. I was playing Imagine Dragons, Lightning, Thunder, or whatever that song, and I was like, all right, this is where I start. This is where I start. Yeah, I had to like pump myself up, and I was so nervous.
That's funny.
But then once you rip that Band-Aid off, and then I would say for the first year of doing video, man, it would take me 90 takes to make like a 30-second video.
Yeah.
And it was just like brutal.
Right.
It was just so hard.
Yeah.
And then as I became more comfortable in front of the camera, it was like, oh, okay, this isn't that bad, and it kind of becomes a friend, right?
You're probably a first take guy now.
I wish. Sometimes it depends.
Yeah.
That's why I like lives, because you can't redo them. You just got to be authentic, right?
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, like if you're thinking about doing video,
just be you.
Authentic.
Just be you.
Authentic, because if you're authentic, it's going to turn off the people you don't want to work with anyway. It's going to resonate with the people that you want to work with.
Yep.
And it's going to work in your favor.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good advice for sure.
Well, sweet, man. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today.
Absolutely.
I feel like we could pick your brain for like hours now. Like,
oh, I know. I've already got.
I've exhausted all my knowledge. It's out there.
To give you a call later to ask you a few other questions.
I know. I'm like thinking in my head too. I'm like, I picked up a couple things. I need to.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys. You guys are two pros, so it's good to be in your company.
Sean, you're a pro too, bud.
Yeah. We love you, Sean. So that's Sean Hermanson over there, our marketing guru. He doesn't talk much, but man, he gets the job done.
And he's always smiling. Like he's like the happy-go-lucky guy. So
great
we need
listener.
him around.
Great listener.
Without ears, great listener.
I'm gonna sign off today like they do it on like the football programs, right? So it's like, for all of us here at Cares, Scott Harshman, lender extraordinaire, Landin Smith, Realtor Extraordinaire. I'm Dan Gomer. We'll see you the next time on Cares.
Mile High Salute.
Real estate story.
With a K.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.